let's see. We're trying show and tell from the desk today, from the new desk today. I would like to keep all the dirty, oily, gross rocks on that side of the room. We knew better than to do that. And the clean ones over here. So I've made some steps into getting moved over here for show and tell. So good to see everyone. I see Muzz here. I see Opal Guy's here. I see Brian is here. Chubby Hubby's here. Ryan's here. I thought I might have seen the bison lurking around. Karen is here. Cheers. Chrissy was here. Is here, was here. Welcome, everybody. Betty, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you've got a full cup because we've got lots to look at today. To Hotlanta. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, we've decided. I like the name, by the way. The Head Cheese Rock. So that should have been the title of this live. Head Cheese, Quartz, and Terrific Tumbles. I apologize, you guys, for being just a little bit absent in the chat there. Like I say, my dad stopped by. Hey, Caleb. And he watched the premiere with me, but because we were chatting and watching together, I didn't get to type a lot. But I think that might very well possibly be the first time my dad has ever seen a live premiere and the chatting and things and kind of get to see some of your guys' names and stuff. He's accidentally walked in on my live a couple of times and I'm like, you want to say hi? And he's like, no. Hey there, Wild. And yeah, welcome, Chrissy. And Patricia too, welcome. So that was kind of fun to get to watch that with my dad. And yeah, he doesn't live nearby. It's, 3-4 hours away, 4 hours away. So when dad is in town and stops by, he kind of takes priority. So yeah, awkward. Exactly, Opal Guy. Hey, welcome. By the way, you're on camera. You never know what you're walking into when you walk into my house. Tara, welcome. And Josh, welcome. Good to see everybody this wonderful Wednesday. It's a beautiful day out here on the prairie. It's like 45 degrees with a 45-mile-an-hour wind. Am I missing stuff here? Do I have the, let's have all chat. Oh. Yes, Opal Guy. To the saw, ma. Very good. Yes, we'll see you when you're done. Cynthia, hello there. So we did go for a rock walk. We found the Head Cheese Rock. It was windy. It was great. Found some artifacts and stuff. It was a wonderful day. But my hair's goofy today. I can see it in there and it's bugging me. Yeah, just barely warm enough to get out and I couldn't help but do it. Candid camera isn't that old, says Ryan. No, but I missed the reference, didn't I? Chrissy, welcome. So I think we'll look at that rock. And then I think I had a camera issue when I recorded the other one. We'll look at that one later. Whoa, almost dropped it. Head cheese. Anybody want some head cheese? Say yes, please. It was funny because the first rock walk of this year made my legs hurt. But I do a lot of like scrunching down. Like I say, I do try to film when I find rocks and it's windy. I try to film them like as low to the ground as I possibly can to help minimize the wind noise. And I found that like old trash dump, and so I was scrunched down getting the glass out of the ground and all of that stuff. So I do a lot of like squats when I'm out rock hounding. I don't just bend over, pick a rock up, look at it, and toss it back. Like I scrunch down and I stay there for a minute, and then I'm back up. So when I go rock walking, I'm literally putting on, you know, like 4 miles worth of walking plus like, you know, maybe 400 squats along the way. So my legs felt like jello when I came home, but I did look up on the hill once to see Lava Bison waving this rock above his head. And it made me wonder, you know, like, well, what did he find? I hope he found a good one. But when we got back to the house, he said, my pecs are sore. Like, and I was like, well, gee, I wonder why. So that was an absolute blast to cut. I kind of knew it was going to be, like I say, I've cut one of these, not nearly this big. I need the exercise, says Wildheart. Yeah, it definitely keeps me feeling young, that's for sure. So that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. I looked at a few of those throughout the day. Head games by foreigner. Is it still called a squat if you can't get back up from it? Yeah, I think so. I mean, you could say that you tried to squat. Yeah. I do kind of want to cab the head cheese. Yeah, I kind of do. So there's rocks that have been cut like crazy in the last little while. I did that big one, like I say. I think I kind of ran into some filming issues on that one, but if we feel like it later, we could I'd be crawling. I do that too. I do the crab walk too, Chrissy. Let's see if we can get like kind of enough room that I could tell you kind of what I mean. So let's say I find a rock. Oh, that's nice. And I'd like to film it for you guys. So like I say, first and foremost, I get really down low to do the filming so that the wind noise isn't bad. But while I'm down here, I can maybe see a piece of petwood over there. The crab walk, you know, to get the petwood. The duck walk. I think it's called the duck waddle. Anyway, yeah, it's no wonder my legs hurt when I get home. I'm out there literally, like, you know, let's call it the rock crawl. They've got pub crawls and all that, you know. Why can't I have a rock crawl afternoon? Let's see. I've got 2 bags out of the tumbler that I've finished. Let's start with this one. I've done that. I've got what I call the butt bucket opal guy. You guys are gonna love this. Let me show you the butt bucket. I think I still have it. Yeah, there it is. Ta-da! The butt bucket. Now, it's literally just a piece of foam, so it doesn't weigh hardly anything. And then it's got the straps for your arse. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah. Now, any entrepreneurial types out there that would like to make improvements on this design, the only way you could actually make this better is if you could put your rocks in there. I actually don't like the butt bucket. Why? Because you have to sit, which is actually harder. That's more of a squat move for me than the actual squat move. But if you could put your rocks in there, like you'd have to add a shoulder strap so that it didn't pull. But I would do that. I would totally do that. So I call it the butt bucket, but there's actually no bucket function to it, but there should be. Somebody should recreate the butt bucket. But bump the butt bucket. I'm just saying that could be modified to be better. If I had $1 million, I'd make one. And I'd sell thousands, I'm sure. The butt kit. Bump, Karen. Cheers. Oh, for sure, chubby hubby. But on the shoulder straps, you could add some like little like G.I. Joe utility clip or whatever so that you could put your black light. You know, your black light and your flashlight, and you could have stuff strapped to the straps, which would be extra cool. You could put your rock hammer there. Oh, cheers. Welcome, soul. Yeah. Hey, it's Wednesday, guys. I hope that this is you know what? We've made it to the peak. It's all downhill from here. We can make it. New gear. Yes, and MacGyver and stuff. Exactly. All right, let's look at your water bottle, your pickaxe, lots of possibilities, right, Ryan? That could be a versatile rock thing. Like, I'm seriously, if I had $1 million. And if someone steals my idea, that's okay too. If they want to take credit for the butt kit, I'm all right with that as long as I can have one. Oh, goodness gracious. Just carrying the gear. I kind of suck at carrying the gear. Like, I suck all the way so bad that, like, I'm like, yeah, my water's in the truck. The dog's bothering me for a drink, and I'm like, yeah, we brought water, but it's in the truck. Like, you guys are lucky I'm able to take my phone along with me and record videos. Okay, so we did a bunch more of the sodalite pieces in my polisher, in my tumbler. So a little different than the ones that came out of I've drunk the dog's water before. Yeah, we share. The dog and I share. Remembering to record is Wild's problem. I've gotten a lot better at refraining from just pulling things out of the dirt. As you noticed, like, I saw the truck. I wiped back like one bit of grass and was like, oh, there's something there. I better stop, get the camera out, and record this coming out. So I've actually gotten a lot better at that. But carrying things like the crap, what's it called? The gimbal and the microphones and all of that stuff, I need to get better at that. So there's a bunch of pet woods that were in that lot. Oh, that's a pretty little prairie agate, you guys. I do remember that one going in, and I was like, but I like it. But it might be prettier if we tumble it. That's a prairie rock too. Not a pet wood, though. I think that's a chert. we're going through these ones pretty quick because I do have 2 bags of these, and I think that there's probably better stuff to look at in that next bag. Here's a few that just kind of didn't really turn out great. They're okay, but right, Karen? Oh, there's another local rock that just kind of turned out okay. There's a little piece of Montana agate. Little tiny guy. Here's another local rock. Can we get in a little farther by any chance? Can we get in farther but not lose our focus? Sorry, I gotta pull it way over here so I can see it outside of my my clamp. Yeah, that's in focus, huh? I did a tumble and had chunks of what looked like the media, but weird. Was that a typo? I may have left it on the shelf for too long. Yeah. Yeah, if you let that stuff sit, it kind of turns into concrete. There's a little quartz and a chert. Stop hating chert, you guys. It's pretty stuff. Good, thank you, Soul. Let's see, I'll stick to... This was a piece of like super blue, blue-green. It had every like sort of wonderful blue-green color in it imaginable to man. And it was just kind of the little end nib here, so I threw it in the tumbler. And it was an auction piece, and I have no idea what it was. Hey there, Wisconsin, welcome. And welcome, Joseph and Rosie. My little finger wave to everybody. Hi, everybody. And this was one of my windowsill rocks for a very long time. A little prairie find. But I just love the, like, I don't know, the brecciation in there. It almost looks like cotton candy agate. So I finally was like, you know what, it's pretty, but we should probably just go ahead and tumble it so that it's prettier. So I did. And I'm glad I did. I like it. And then I had 2 pieces of AZ stuff in here. And the dog hair is free. There we go. That was kind of neat, you guys, that my dad got to kind of watch the chat. And a few of you said hi to Dad in the chat. That was cool. Like I say, he knows that I do this, but I just don't think he really knows. He's definitely never seen that. So that was kind of fun. He was chuckling at some of your comments, some of your head cheese comments and stuff. Yes, absolutely tumble their stuff. Absolutely tumble AZ's stuff, Betty. For sure. Free cat hairs message me, says Wild. And yes, Joseph and Rosie, their stuff is just absolutely pretty. It was a premiere, and Dad was just watching the premiere with us right before this live. I don't know why he always stops by on Wednesdays. You would think he'd learn that he's gonna either be swindled into watching a premiere, or actually be present on camera, which, like I say, he's always like, no, thank you. So I'm always like, hey guys, family first. Sorry to ditch on you, but my dad's here. So it was nice that he could come watch the premiere with us and see some of the chatting and things like that. And like I say, he knows that I do a YouTube channel, but he's just not the technology guy at all, you know. This is also some of that stuff that Joseph bought. It's moss something. I honestly can't remember. But it turned out nice in the polisher. It turns out nice in his shaker too, but it's not a Montana moss, no. Look at that. There's a butthole. There's a butthole in that one. Tree, that could be. That's, yeah, green tree moss. You guys are probably on it. And they turned out nice. I'm pleased with them. Yes and no, Ryan. He lives over in the mountain side of things, and so there's more like prospecting things over there. You know, go do the sapphire mines and the, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, maybe some gold panning and things nearby. In fact, I may be chatting with some people over there about doing some of that in the near future. And yeah, so not necessarily rock hounding. Not though either. I mean, I'll rock hound anywhere. There you go. There's the update from the bison about how he obtained it and why. Some pretty stuff, if you ask me. I'll never say no to blue or green. Exactly. I'll never say no. So we got paid, and when I say we, I mean the band. We got paid to go to a private party on the Madison River this last summer. And I was like, well, I've never heard of anybody finding anything or rock hounding in the Madison. And I looked up and down the river all day and never saw one rock hound. I was like, maybe there's nothing good in here. And I looked for a while and was kind of getting to that point where I was like, yeah, it's full of quartz and it's kind of not real great. And I had sunburnt the living crap out of my legs. We were invited to float the river with the party that invited us to come play music for their party. They were like, you'll come float the river with us, come on. And so I got really sunburned. And then when I was standing in the river later, rock hounding, it just felt like pins and needles on that sunburn, the water touching that sunburn. And I was just about to be done. I was like, yeah, there's nothing here. There's a reason why there's nobody out here rock hounding. And I found some of the most gorgeous pet wood I've ever seen in my life. So you just never know. You really do never know. I mean, knowing some things about where you're at and can help. But you really do just never know. That must be a little prairie rock. We're just going to kind of buzz through these. I'm going to kind of pick around some of the AZ stuff so we can look at it last. Little prairie rocks. Some of them I'm more pleased with than others. That one looks pretty much like it looked when I put it in. This is how it looked when it came out. Oh, thank you, Bison. Floating the river is just called prospecting. Exactly, Ryan. Oh, I was actually really impressed by the, let's call it geology instead of rocks, but like, the cliffs and the canyons and stuff that we were floating through. I was like, dang, this is so pretty through here. Little prairie rock. What a little cutie, huh? Just pet wood. It's got some good zigzag on it. There's a piece of Montana agate. In fact, that might have been an agatized pet wood. I can't be real certain that it wasn't. Couple more pet wood. Soul, thank you. I gotta do the things for you guys. Move the camera and the black mat and everything over, but not the bell. The special bell, right, Soul? Oh, thank you, Lava and Soul, very much. So very, very appreciated. I mean, I appreciate all of you guys for doing all the things, the simple things. Do the like button, leave a nice comment, hang out and chat in the live. All of those things are so helpful to the algorithm, and the algorithm brings great people into our community, and it's just a snowball. So I appreciate you guys so much. Because we can never have enough rocks or rock friends. That one wanted to be an agate so bad, and it was just kind of more like a milk agate or a quagate. It just didn't quite get there. It wanted to so bad, though. I mean, it did, but it just didn't. It's a goofy little prairie rock. And I love the yellow ones. They're so pretty. Right, Rick? Excuse my sniffle. There's two night and day different looking pet woods, huh? Oh. Way to go, Joseph and Rosie. You got it. You're caught up. You're doing the things. Yes, the things. Yes, the things. Couple more little prairie rocks here. I'm trying to pick out the prairie rocks versus the not, and there's another little pet wood. Trust me, this is about to get good over here. I'm saving the bestest for lastest, of course. Yes, it's pet wood. Maybe not that one, though. Just a little rock. Yeah, you bet, Rick. Absolutely. There's a little prairie agate. And it did it. It made agate and jasper. So a little jasper agate. So mine are, that I find out here are definitely not as big as Yellowstone agates and things like that. Excuse me. Let's see. Those are going to be a pair. This is just the end of a piece of agate that I've cut a lot of. I think it was a Sherman piece. Anyway, like I say, just the little end. I figured I might as well throw it on through. Here's some more Montana. I can't be sure that this was not petwood, agatized petwood. Again, maybe not though, maybe just Montana agate, but I really think, I don't know. There's a little pocket. So sparkly. The needle-like selenite crystal's a lot more invasive skin-wise than... You can pet wood, just watch for slivers, says Chubby Hubby. Uh-huh. You guys are cracking me up. Oh, here's another piece of that agate that I found in Sherman's stuff and have cut a lot of. Yeah, asbestos is nasty stuff. And the last prairie piece here, I think, is this awesome chert. Thank you, Joseph and Rosie. Thanks, Sharon. Yes, definitely a keeper. Definitely a keeper. Okay, so now that we've kind of plowed our way through the Montana stuff, local and Montana stuff, I've got a bunch of AZ stuff to look at. Let's start with just a couple of the little guys here. Sure. Yeah. It's small, but it sure is mighty. Sure is. Sure is. What a little stunner, huh, guys? Oopsies. What? Rick, what are you doing? £10 of it, eh? You'll be busier than one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. That's cool, that little spot in there. Goodness gracious, that's pretty stuff. Really like their stuff. I've let's see, we'll show this one too. Found another dog hair. Excuse me. Beautiful. Me as well, Wild. I've told you guys before, like, I pick out a couple pieces that I keep for me out of each load. And then I try to, you know, off the rest. These aren't even my keepers. These aren't even the ones I picked to keep. This one's bordering on that confetti style AZ material. You guys know what I mean. The confetti rock. Cutter's Bank, it's not hoarding. And that one even more so. Goodness, they're so slippery. Almost doing that confetti rock stuff. Where's Julie and Brian? I thought I saw Brian in the thing. They should be here admiring their gorgeous material. One more of like, that one's really quite confetti-y. And again, they didn't know that they sent me this, obviously. They sent me a whole rock and I cut it and was lucky enough to get in there and be like, yeah, that's looking, it's looking like that confetti rock. You can do it, Resort. Cha. That's good stuff. Let's switch gears and look at some yellow. Ah, that's true, Soul. They probably are out. They're forgiven. They're totally excused. I'll accept that note from the teacher. To the teacher from the parent. Let's see if I held it just right, if we could see some of the light come through it, but not quite at that angle. Oh my gosh. How could you not just... Are you drooling? Are you guys drooling? I'm drooling over this stuff. That yellow is just electric. That was my dog. Did you hear? She likes to talk Yoda. Ow. It's a beautiful day. I'm not even joking. It's nicer today than it was the other day when I went out walking. I'm pretty sure of it. There's still a breeze though, which makes things just not as nice. There's a pocket. By the way, I flattened out that side of this fingernail with the flat lap the other day. You can tell it was touching right on the side there. And then straight leveled off that one. And then my cab broke and it took the wind out of my sail and I quit flat lapping for a minute and moved on to other things. Yeah, what are fingernails? I almost had some and then I decided to do some flat lapping. Oh, that's so pretty. One more piece of that and then I'm going to show you the keepers that I picked out. Right, Betty? All right, Tara. Oh my God, look, there's a hole in that one. Ah! Okay, add that one to my keeper pile. Give me just a second. I need to have a sip of coffee. Mm-hmm. Oh, the elixir of life, huh? All right. Definitely saving money using less nail polish. Yeah, and I'm not one of those girls that goes and gets their nails done either, like with the acrylics and stuff. So bonus, extra saving money. And I don't know if I'll keep this, but I thought that this would make an extremely beautiful piece of jewelry. So I did pull it out for that purpose. No, I get that, Wild. I really do. I do get the acrylic saving your fingernails. Just a second. I'll be right back. I need to go see if the back door is blown shut because the dog acts like she wants outside. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Is the door shut? Let's go see one go outside. Is it shut? I don't think so. What's up? Oh, is your food bowl empty? Oh my God. Oh no, not that. Does that make her happy? Is that better? Is it the door? What has got you bugged? What has got you bugged? Look at open. I don't know what's got her in a mess today, but I filled my cup up while I was doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, Karen? I've been lucky enough to never really like buzz mine down to where it's painful and stuff, but I've been darn close a few times. And boy, it makes you kind of think like maybe I should maybe even just put a little clear coat on that bad boy till it grows out so that it doesn't hurt. I love that little bot pocket in there. I love how it's surrounded in like pink. And mine are green right now because we did a St. Patrick's Day show. Gosh, that's pretty. Oh my goodness, I just love this little piece. Seriously, I do. Look at the pink in it. It's so pretty. Two eyes are looking at you. They are. Roar! His eyes, and then he's got a big monster mouth. Roar! Where's the camera? Roar! And then I saved myself a confetti rock. And I mean, that thing is confetti through and through. That's okay, Tara. That's what we're here for. Pull up a chair and sit on the floor. Admission is free, so pay at the door. Fill your cup up and find a comfy place to, gather around. Let's look at rocks and chat together. Back pocket. Boom, says Rick. There's a little fortification pocket right there. But yeah, in my opinion, that is confetti stone from AZ Rockhounding Expeditions. Which makes me so happy because I tried and tried and tried to get some from their auction and I didn't get any. So when I cut and polished that, I was so tickled. And then I decided I'd keep this one for me as well. You guys can see how the light comes through that. It's absolutely stunning. How transparent it is. It's got little bot pockets throughout. Yes, it's a beautiful mossy piece, but I'm honestly saving the best for last. And this is the last piece out of this tumbled bag. Ready? Agree, soul. Boom. Look at that druzy pocket right there. I think honestly that the bots are clear. They just look red because they're surrounded by a red hole, but I could be wrong. They could actually be red. Or pink or, whatever color that is, but Rufo, welcome. Glad you could stop in. But holy crap. Crap 15. Crap 15, Rick. Mm-hmm. Not to mention it's beautiful over here. I mean, it's a stunner, right? Like, oh, little fort here. I might have pointed that out. I might not have. Oh my God. But I'm so stuck on the bot hole. I'm so stuck on it. It's so pretty. Mm-hmm. Oh, I so love it. Oh my gosh, agree, Rick. Agree. Something smelled funny. Is it just that heater? The heater's blowing and the back door is open because I love my dog. I'm gonna go shut that heater off. I'm sorry, I keep dismissing myself. I'll be right back, I promise. Can't say what that odd suggestion of a smell in the air is. Maybe somebody's burning leaves or something. Oh, gosh. Mm-hmm. So there's my favorites. Those are mine. The rest are up for grabs. Yeah, what is tonight? What's tonight? Are you ready for tonight, Jenny? What's tonight? Oh, AZ do their thing tonight, usually. And I usually miss it because I'm at my meteorite meeting, you guys. Internet keeps kicking in and out. Sorry, Wisconsin. It's beautiful here today, but I've heard that the snow is on the way this weekend, and then that like next week we'll get warm again. But yeah, we were just talking about the slabs you were doing, or the cabs you were doing. Oh, he's doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Anybody got a wrench? Would they be willing to put that in the chat? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody here is already subbed over there, but maybe not. And yeah, we would all love to. I apologize, like I say, I am in my meteorite meeting on Wednesday evenings, but you guys feel free to have fun without me, and I'll check on all of the happenings when I get done over there. Yeah, just wait, Chubby Hubby. It's not over till it's over. Thank you, Rufo and Ma, who I think you both tied each other on that quick draw McGraw there. And Chubby Hubby, he's coming in third place. Good, good, yes. Give me just a minute. I'm putting all these rocks back into this bag until I decide what to do with them. And welcome, Jeff. Thanks for lurking while you're working. That's right, triple the effectiveness. Rick, what time is it, or how many hours from now, so I don't have to Google the time? Way to go, Wild. Yeah, keep it up. Congratulations. And you're just really getting started, so I'm excited to see where your channel goes. Soul's been doing some great stuff lately too, as usual, as always. Oh goodness gracious, what all are we gonna look at today? I've got so much stuff, it's just not even funny. Yeah. I wasn't sure if we'd even get through all of that and then still have some time, but we're doing pretty good. So there was some kind of feature selected on my camera when I made the video for this rock that I cut the other day. And it made it kind of hard to see in the video. So I apologize for that. Pardon me. I do think I know what I did wrong, and I think that, well, obviously today's video was much finer to watch, in my opinion. Oh, it is literally my fireplace that's being stinky. It's not somebody burning weeds or hot wire or anything like that. We had a fire last night, and it's still smoldering in there. So, like I say, I do apologize, and thank you guys for watching anyway. I mean, you could kind of see, where's my spray bottle? That'd be an important part of gear to have. There's one that's full. Let's have that one instead. All right. Rufo's right, and I think that you know what, it's a snowball effect. You've got to, the algorithm is a numbers game, and until you have the numbers, you're just a drop in their bucket, right? And so, you know, I'm a drop, you're a drop, we're all a little drop. But as long as, you know, for me, I've never done this because I want subs. I've always done this because I want to share what I'm doing with you guys. So keep at it, doing what you love to do, and the numbers will follow, and it'll snowball. Yep. Yep. Up and down a little bit sometimes. Yep. Anyway, this rock did turn out really beautiful. And like I say, it was kind of hard to see in the video. I had some kind of like macro thing going on and I didn't like it. And I didn't really realize it was that bad until I went to go watch it on the TV. I was like, ew, it's like yellow and hard to see. But yeah, look at all the fort and the banding and all the beautiful stuff in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, this was that big rock that I'd sat on for a couple of years thinking, oh, it's my precious, it's my baby. I'm glad I went ahead and cut it because it did turn out nice. It's not the most solid material. It does want to fracture here and there, especially like the edge pieces and stuff kind of want to break off. But there's some solid stuff in there, and stuff that is in there. Let's see, I think I mixed these up. Is downright breathtaking. I love the little pointies. Scott, welcome. Glad you could join us today. Happy Wednesday. Oh, and this like black blue. I like that little bit too. Another piece. You guys, I apologize. I need to go do a bio break really quick. I'll leave you looking at that. I'll be right back. It's the third time I've left my camera. I'm sorry. I'm drinking coffee as you should be too. I'll be right back. Yeah, and the comments are always wonderful. That's just another way to engage with your community, right? Maybe not everybody is not at work or can participate in the chat and the live, but they can leave a comment later. And I do try to reply to all the comments, and not because, I have to or anything like that, but because it's super cool to be able to engage with you guys, to communicate and be a community with you guys. And not just the people who are here weekly in the chat, but also people who are watching later and all of that. It's great to engage and interact with them, get to know them, just by replying to a comment, you can sometimes, engage in a conversation that you wouldn't have otherwise had and get to know somebody. So I'll be right back. Anyway, moral of that little rant before I ran to the restroom was that yes, they're good for the algorithm, but I like comments just to get to know my audience, just to get to know my community. Okay, so I left you looking at, look, there's a heart in it. Look, there's a wild heart in there. Oh my God, it's pretty. I need it. It's some pretty stuff for being a prairie pebble. I mean, a prairie rock. It really did turn out nice. Look, that one's almost kind of got like a Montana shape to it. Some druzy up there, that little crack. And it wants to be all sparkly throughout there a little bit. Here, there, and everywhere. Let's get it wet. That'd be cool, Wild Heart. I've noticed that too lately, Rufo. What is that? What is that? Because I thought I was doing a pretty good job keeping up on the comments, right? I'm like, oh yeah. I was pretty much answering them as they came in. And I got in the studio on my tablet, and there was like 20 more comments in there that it wasn't showing me on my mobile. And I was able to get in there and reply to them there, but what is up with that, huh? So I went through and replied to several, like almost month-old comments because I didn't realize that they were there. There's a little bot pocket. Check it out. Oh, and all the banding in this piece is so incredible. This is a little power piece. Look, little bot pockets up in here. This is by far my favorite piece. Look at that. Look at that. Look, you guys, look. Hey, are you looking? Look, look. Hey, look, 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 look. You do, don't you, Rick? I've done it. I've made my kids be my tech crew many times. Like, hey. And then I swear what they do is sorcery. I'm like, how'd you do that? That's sorcery. Oh my God, I wish the whole thing would have done that. So like I say, was every piece of this super stunning? No, some of it was prettier than others. Like this one that has the other half of the crazy forts and everything happening here. Oh my God, it's so fancy. So busy. Not available in your groceries frozen section. Agree. Look at it. Like I say, I really wish the whole thing would have been that fancy. And it wasn't, but that's okay. Here's another bot pocket and a little fortification banding. I mean, it has everything. It's just not everything in abundance. It's just like, here's a little dash of this and a taste of that. And it's like a little sampler platter. Yeah, I'm glad I cut that finally. I mean, I sat on it for years. Looks like I'm missing the end nub here, but oh well, we'll get over it. But yeah, that was a fun one. I'm glad I finally got brave and did that. I actually kind of rounded a turn. I'll be honest with you guys, kind of rounded a turn in my life. Like, so I've had some of these bigger rocks and they've like, you know, dressed the banister on my porch out back and, you know, maybe have sat in the, you know, on the first landing of the stairs or had that in your butt pack? No, I did not. But I did sit on it. Yeah, I get it, Rick. But I'm bump. And I've appreciated them and liked them just the way they are, you know, knowing that there could be beautiful stuff inside or maybe not. You just never know, right? But I cut this one, started cutting another one that I don't want to blow the surprise on, and have one more to cut. One more to cut being this one. And the revelation, the remarkable shift in attitude that I've noticed is that I all of a sudden feel less like I must keep this and this is my beautiful little porch decoration to, gosh dang, it's kind of nice to not be tripping over some of these boulders and to have this instead of this. I don't know. I just like feel that internal shift where like, oh, that's kind of a nice change. It must be the spring weather doing it to me. Must be. So we'll probably get into this one in the near future too. Do I know what's in there? No, I don't. Do I hope it'll be pretty? Yes, I do. But if you look really close, there is just like micro agate banding. Oh, I think the neighbor's dog is here to visit. Didn't sound like my dog. I'm trying to find a tiny pointer, but oh, we could use like the corner of this paper. Like right here is a little triangle, little pointy triangle. It's pretty as is. Yes, it is, Rick. But have you ever come around the corner late at night or anything and stubbed your toe on one of these big old bouldery rocks? I kind of feel like I'm about ready to maybe go ahead, you know. I found this rock. Will I find another one identical to it? Absolutely not. But if I cut this open and it's pretty inside, I can keep my eye out for more like this when I'm out hounding in the future. Look at all the grape agate in there. Or as we call it, bot pocket. It could be quartz too. I'm super not sure that it's agate down in there, but and it's not really as sparkly on camera as it is to my eye. Give me just a second. Let me look at it with my eyeball. There's a sparkly pocket. I say that, but I can't get it to sparkle. It's sparkling up here too. Come on, camera. Anyway. Excuse me again. It's kind of blue, which I love. And then, like I say, it's just covered in just the most micro agate banding you've ever seen in all your life. Baby girl, what is bugging you today? You keep telling me stuff, but I don't know what you're telling me. Now she's laying down. Okay, I guess she's happy enough. Yeah, it's just... Oh, no, Betty. um, okay, Betty. I have a video in the can that's, is the neighbor's dog a bully? No, no. Both the neighbor's dog and my dog are both geriatric old crotchety old things. And ain't nobody gonna give them guff. My dog seriously tries to boss around and mother on dogs that are like enormous. And she's not big. She's only like 30, 40 pounds. But she don't care. She will snarl and growl and stand her hair up. She's such a snag. She's she's just crotchety. She's crotchety and she's old. So no, the neighbor dog and her, they just would like to just lay in the sunbeam and maybe have a bite to eat together. They're just lazy bones. Okay, so let's see if we can see this in the sun. It's probably quite terrible. I'm trying to salvage an agate right now that also is coated in epoxy. So it's in the can for a video. I'm working on it. You can see the epoxy, coming up here, there, and everywhere. You might even be able to get some of that off with some acetone or some fingernail polish or something. But as of now, step one for me was to just go ahead and put it in the ultrasonic cleaner and see if that would get rid of any of it. But also when this agate started, yeah, acetone will eat it right off, says Ma. When this agate started, somebody had put a purple ink pad in between this one and another one and tried to dye the quartz purple. And it had actually started to do that. It was really horrible. And it was glued together so that it was one piece. So, agate rescue mission. Can we salvage this agate? Well, first of all, it doesn't break my heart that it's two pieces at all. In fact, maybe I'd like to make a nice cab out of that little circle, rough edge, raw edge cab or something out of that circle. So it doesn't break my heart that it's not glued together. Sorry, I said that pretty snidely, didn't I? But yeah, next mission is just to get some of that yucky coating off of it. We did get the purple dye out of it. Like I say, thank goodness we were able to salvage it at least that much, get the purple dye out of it. Now we'll get the epoxy off of it. Maybe run it through the tumbler or something and give it a legitimate polish because, yeah, that epoxy is kind of gross. So, I know exactly what you're going through. Why? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that to that nice agate? What did it ever do to you? Yeah, I didn't notice at first that it was glued together either until I got in there and there was glue and epoxy and junk in it. And I was like, gross. Gross. Who would do that to a nice agate slice? Seriously, that's not necessary. Yeah. I understand why they do it to some meteorites, because your meteorites have iron nickel in them and that iron can rust. And so they're trying to keep the water and the moisture out. We don't have a real big problem with our iron meteorites rusting up here in Montana because you got to kind of be negligent to get things to rust up here. It's pretty dry, but so I understand why they epoxy or paleo bond or any of those things that they're using to coat meteorites sometimes with, but resin makes it shiny, which makes it sell better on Etsy without having to polish it. There you go, Ryan. That's probably a good explanation as to why one would do that. But yeah, I'm kind of a natural kind of girl, and I'm with you, Betty. something that's covered in, I'm just like, oh, really? What'd you do that for? All right, we're still here, you guys. I've got one more thing that I want to show you without blowing any big surprises. Yeah. But if you're gonna sell them with epoxy on them, you should probably state so. Yeah, but if you're going to, like Karen says, if you're going to use something archival like B72, something that won't yellow and, you know, be gross in 5, 10, 7 years. So let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside and put this one in its place. Okay, I cut one more rock from AZ, but it wasn't an AZ rock. It was one that I got in mystery box that I bought from them. Exactly, Ozone. Exactly. Just say so. Just say you've put, you know, clear coat on it so that I know. Resin enhanced. Oh, Ryan. So, I do believe something looks a little out of line there. Maybe not, though. I do believe they held onto this rock for quite a while and were like, I can't decide how to cut it. I really can't. If I do remember right, I believe that was the story. And since they could not decide how to cut it, they're like, here, now it's your problem. So, ready? Shall we get started? I'm gonna deal them, Rick. Yep, here come the cards. Yeah, so this is a, what, Mexican crazy lace or a crazy lace of some sort here. Is it this piece or the end piece? Joseph thinks that yep, it's that one. He thinks it looks like a mouth and a like tongue sticking out and everything. Yeah, very pretty. Next in line would be this one, if we're reading it like a book. Agree. Yeah, I like to be even sure how I've achieved that polish when I'm selling rocks. Like, did they go through the vibratory tumbler? Did they go through the rotary tumbler? Did I hand polish them? Are they just, does it look like a face to you too, Rick? Are they unpolished, but I've wet them? You know, I like to be as honest and upfront. I even like to, if I know where they came from, and if I don't know where the origin of the rock is, at least whose collection it came from. Next one, if we're reading it like a book, goes this way. Oh my gosh, I love it. Darn pretty. Oh my goodness. Now we're getting it on the back side too. So we got banding in the front and in the back. Almost like a totem mask. I'm a slow reader, but I'm trying to keep up, says Ryan. And welcome, Ryan. Or Rick. It was Rick or Ryan. One of you I missed maybe saying hello to. Welcome, fellas. Glad you could make it today. I actually really like that little piece in the middle in the hole there. Really pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so glad I have a saw. Look how freaking pretty with the orange and the red. And then, come on, the blue and the... Oh. Yeah, I could read this book all day. Yeah, me too, Ryan. Hey there, Yogi. Welcome. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Oh, yeah. Look at it come up. We need to nip the end off there, obviously. So we're going to have a nipping party here in the near future where we come through and get all those saw nubs off. But, oh my gosh, you guys, seriously? Look what nature did. Yeah, crap 15. And that's an owl with the two combined. Oh goodness. I caught last night when I was doing the backlit pictures of the head cheese rock. I laid them on the backlight first, and that made them pop, and that was really cool and everything. But then I held them up off of the light and took more pictures, which just changed kind of the way that the light came through the quartzes. And I happened to catch a picture of this rock where these two pieces look blue. And then it kind of looks like there is a mouth here, or like blue-green. And it must just be a reflection, or like I say, just the light coming through there, because they're definitely not blue. But I didn't add that picture to the photo reel either because it was not representative of what the rock actually looked like. However, through some sort of error, photo trickery or reflection or something, it looked like green blue eyes, and like you could almost kind of patch together a mouth right in here. And it was kind of interesting. And it looks like a kookaburra, Betty. Yeah, it was kind of bizarre. I was like, whoa, there's definitely a face in that rock. All right, we got 3 more slices and 1 more end cut of this beautiful stuff they sent. Oh my God. How do you decide, to let go of some of this stuff? I don't know. I'm not real sure that, like I say, a couple of these aren't out of order and mixed up, but look at that one. Hey there, Sandmaker. Uh-oh. We're going to have to double dip tonight because Jeff and Jerry are going at the same time. It's the Jeff and Jerry Power Hour. And then Julie and Brian. Thank you, Rufo, for doing the wrench things there. Resort dog, what are you? I've been trying to get a necklace that you had. Yogi, my email, I'll put it in the chat right now. You can Discord me as well. You can message me in Discord. I'm not as responsive on Discord as I can be with my email, though. So probably email is probably the better way to go. And so when we look at my email address, it's PrairieGirl4Life, but there's no I in the girl. PrairieGirl4Life@gmail.com. So that helps you remember. I know when Brian and Julie tried to send my last package. They sent it to the wrong email a couple of times, and I was like, I bet you they're putting like PrairieGirlRocks@gmail.com or, you know, something like that, but, or even spelling girl the whole way out, but. And then I have a double giveaway to run, possibly live tomorrow, says Rufo. So check that out, you guys. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, here comes the sun into my window here. So we probably better scooch this along or we're going to get washed out in all natural sunlight here. All right, so I think we're back on track here. These two seem to match up. That last one, though, with the circles in it and stuff, holy. I love an eye. EYE, love an EYE. I love an eye. So pretty. Look how crazy it's getting up here. Little fort banding in that one there. Know that these match up because the white side on the white side, right? We'll call that our bookbinding. Oh, look how cool that got up there. Ah, it's cool there too. It's so cool. It's cool everywhere. Goodness. Good golly, Miss Molly. Look, we should put these this way because it looks like Egyptian eyes or something. Like Zorro mask or something. Thank you, Rick. They are really beautiful. And I can't take all the credit. Like I say, this is material that AZ had picked up and passed along. Does look like a Zorro mask or something, doesn't it? Couple of eyes. I'm with you there, Joseph and Rosie. Yeah. I'm on Facebook a little bit. I don't do a lot of posting. There's the mouth with the tongue sticking out that Joseph saw. It's got two tiny eyes, too. Look. Bleep, bloop. Eye, mouth with the tongue sticking out. Oh, guys, hear the wind blowing? Can you hear it? In the background out the window? Yeah, that was a fun one. Definitely a fun one to cut. I'm glad they sent that. I know it was probably really hard for them, but to let it go, you know, to pass it on along down the line. But like I say, I think part of the motivation there was they had hummed and hawed over it for long enough that they were like, just full send it to Allison. Maybe she can decide how to cut it and it can be her problem. So, I thought very little about it. I just stuck it in the saw and commenced to cutting. All the way here too. Yep, Ryan, it's on the way. So yeah, that's definitely not nothing for a Wednesday, is it, guys? That was a lot of rocks to look at. We looked at the rock, you know, my precious porch rock that I've been hoarding for years. Let's hope that we can find more like these this summer when we're out hounding. When are you having a sale? Yeah, for sure. Also, I think I'd like to do kind of a random thing where I grab, you know, a slice of this rock and a slice of the head cheese rock and, you know, just some of the things that I've been working on throughout the week. A couple of tumbles, a couple of, you know, and throw together a little mystery box, and then pick a random winner. Like, I kind of thought maybe I'd do one this month since it's March and I celebrate my birthday all week. So, and I call it the, you know, month of my birthday. So, I thought about taking, like I say, just little bits and pieces of what I've been working on this month, throwing them into an envelope, and then like drawing like my birthday out of the chat or something, you know, the 3rd comment and the 6th comment in the chat, because my birthday's on 3/6. So the 3rd person in comment on my screen would be, you know, first recipient of envelope A, and the 6th person to comment in my video, unless they were the same person, then I would pick another number, that kind of thing. So I've kind of been thinking about kind of maybe not doing necessarily a mass sale, which is, you know, can be kind of overwhelming for one person to kind of to do. But maybe just to kind of thank you, Chrissy, let some of it kind of out in smaller increments, but more often. So I'm kind of leaning that way, and, you know, no promises, but I am kind of thinking about doing something like that, where maybe, you know, once a month or twice a month or something like that, we kind of move a little bit of material out the door for you guys to get to play with as well. So yeah, I want to see, Ryan. And I've got way cool stuff, more way cool stuff always on the way. Always. Like, the tumblers are always rolling. The saw is always beckoning me to come and have a session. The other saw right there, like I said, I got to go do a little nub session, because pretty much everything we've got right now has got saw nubs on it. And I don't mind some of that, but if it's going to be stuff that I want to keep or tumble or do stuff with, we got to get rid of those. So thank you guys again for the belated birthday wishes. Yes, I celebrate all month. Secretly, I do. I really drive it home my birthday week and my birthday day, but I mean, shoot, I made a full rotation around the fiery ball of burning fire in the sky. Like, that's not nothing. So, yeah, definitely have got, you know, it's an ever evolving thing here, and it's, the forward momentum is driven by you guys, you know. Yeah, I'd be just as enthusiastic about it if I was doing it by myself and just for me, right? But it's extra awesome that, you know, I don't just hoard all the rocks over here. It's not like, ooh, I got to appreciate them, and, you know, maybe a few of my friends and family who are local, and, you know, they get to appreciate. No, like, it's really great. I think that, like, you guys, there's stuff in there that's appreciatory worthy. You know, some of that stuff from AZ, it didn't look like that when it got here, but it looks darn stunning leaving, right? And I love to be able to kind of like sprinkle that around. And, you know, this rock here has brought me joy, just decorating my back porch rail for years. And there's no reason why I can't, you know, spread that love around a little bit. Share that a little bit. We got to get into this rock and see. And I think it's extra cool that, like, you guys are curious with me, and that we get to do this together, right? Like, what's in here? You guys ever cut one of these? I sure haven't. Let's find out what it looks like inside. Yeah, they were, weren't they, Rick? But I keep my fingers crossed, and I just keep hoping and hoping, like, could a meteorite hit my truck? I'll sacrifice my beloved pickup for a meteorite impact. Why? Because my truck is priceless to me as it is right now, but it'd be priceless to a lot more people if a meteorite hit it. You guys ever heard of that? Oh gosh, what is it? It's the Peekskill meteorite that hit was it a Nova? Was it a Chevy Nova? It wasn't a Nova. It wasn't that cool. It was some kind of wagon. Anyway, yeah, peak scale meteorite hit the trunk of a car, and the car is in a museum and like tours around and stuff still to this day. The car is famous. So, you know, it was a sedan. That's it, a janky sedan. Thank you, Opal guy. I knew it wasn't a cool car, but it's sure cool now, huh? Like, you could drive a POS station wagon. Just park one in your driveway. If a meteorite hits that, it priceless, priceless. So every day I park my truck right out there where a meteorite could definitely hit it, and keep my fingers crossed for falling rocks. Before striking a parked 1980 red Chevy Malibu. That's it. At approximately 7:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, Opal guy. Do you fix the roof? Ryan asked, if a meteorite hits your roof, do you fix the roof? No, you don't. Let me tell you what happens if a meteorite hits your roof. If a meteorite hits your roof, you call the guys who buy meteorites, and you call them fast, and they will literally show up at your house with a handful of cash, not a checkbook, cash, and a jigsaw, and they will happily hike up onto your roof, cut the piece of roof out where the meteorite hit or made an impact hole or anything like that, and pay to fix your roof for you. You do not pay to have your roof fixed. No, no, no. You call the die-hard collectors with the fat bundles of cash and you say, yeah, come on over. You want to cut a hole in my roof? Please do. Yes, and then literally somebody wants that piece of roof so bad that they will literally put it on display. Yes, 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 yes. So, yeah, if a meteorite hits the roof of your house, you give me a call. I'll help you out. We'll get that straightened out quick. Don't fix it yourself. No. No, 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 no. No, don't fix it. Whatever you do, do not fix it. Leave it exactly like it is until the guys with the fat bundles of cash show up. I think you're getting a new roof at that point. Yeah, you're getting a roof for sure. For sure, Tara, for sure. You're getting a new truck too if a meteorite hits your truck. So, just saying. Oh, could I win that celestial lottery? Probably not. Is it the things my dreams are made of? So, thanks for that very intriguing question there, Ryan. Do you fix the roof? No. I mean, yes, the roof gets fixed. Do you fix it? No. You ride the happy bus to Cashville is what you do. Oh, goodness gracious. And you really hope that it's some kind of especially special meteorite to science, like, you know, some carbonaceous or, you know, ungrouped, unclassified, something that's never been seen before, because that makes it extra awesome. Whew. Yeah. Don't forget to put your cameras out, too, because if you can catch that puppy on camera hitting your truck or your roof. It just happens so not often, right? You know, there's a handful of meteorites that have been presumed to have hit people. A handful. There's a handful of meteorites that have been presumed to hit cattle or dogs or things like that. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed, Ryan. Yeah, Mama could use a new roof here too. And another, just like, since we're off on, you know, weird meteorite topic for now, they did uh, the Bennu mission, okay? So they went up and touched Bennu, and then they brought back the samples. When they touched Bennu, they actually touched a lot harder than they thought they were going to, or the asteroid was softer in composition than they thought it was, or a combination of both. But when it happened, a lot of debris was kicked up off of Bennu out into space, okay? And that's actually going to, I really need to check the date, but like 2026, it's not far out, but that's going to cause a man-made meteor shower. Little bits of, we will go through that bit of space where we caused that dusty little cloud, where we caused it by touching Bennu. The Earth will move through that bit of space. Like I say, I think it's in like 2026 or something like that. And so, yeah, Rufo was out in the desert the day they landed the OSIRIS-REx samples back in the Utah desert. So, yeah, I think it's super fascinating that that will create a meteor shower. Of course, none of those pieces are big enough to actually land. They're tiny and they'll burn up in the atmosphere. They're you know, maybe pebble size or sand grain size stuff, but it made a dirty place in space, a, you know, messy, dusty spot in space where we did that, where we sent all that junk out, and when the Earth goes through it, we will get a meteor shower out of that, which yeah, that's wild, right, Tara? So yeah, if we're still doing this thing, then you guys, I'll be geeking out. I'll be nerding out hardcore. Thank you, Rick. You get the special bell, Rick. It really does make a jangle, but I don't want to hurt you guys' ears, so I only kind of give a little shake. Thank you so much. Yeah, so in the works, by the way, when we moved the piano to make this desk that you guys are watching this program from today, I had to slide my display case around into the entryway, and when I did that, a lot of my earth rocks and my meteorites fell down to the bottom of the case. I ordered some poster putty to kind of tack things down for in the future. I'm gonna pick it all up and put it back up there, right? So before I do that, though, I ordered some poster putty so that, because it doesn't matter. The kid, my oldest son will be sitting right here with the hatchet and a log, and he's trying to split firewood in here, and I can hear rocks falling in the display case. So, but as I go back and pick everything up and put it back together, I've decided to do some really kind of short videos on my meteorites. And one of the first ones I'm going to talk about, and it's just sitting right here because I'm working on the video, is Chelyabinsk. And Chely broke windows. The sonic boom broke glass windows. And I have a little bit of the Chely glass too, which is, you know, kind of a cool little addition to my collection there. But so we're going to talk a little bit about Chely on a little meteorite themed video. And then next, after Chely, we're going to talk about 869, which is also, it's just a beautiful meteorite. Absolutely beautiful. This meteorite, by the way, is like budget friendly. I wouldn't have two pieces of it if it wasn't affordable, you guys, because you know me, I'm a budget kind of girl. So that's the reason why I want to talk about 869 next, is because this one's super affordable and easy to get, and it's beautiful. It's like win, 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 win. So lots of irons in the fire over here. Trust me, if I'm not cutting big rock finds, you know, tumbling things. I did, like I say, do some work on the cabber. I cut the dino poop. And have been working on polishing some of that. And then the end cuts for the if a dino bone and a petwood had a baby pieces that I sent to Ma. I've been polishing the ends of those on the flat lap too. if we're not editing video, tumbling rocks, slabbing rocks, hunting rocks, cutting rocks, you know, then maybe we're putting the display case back together or something. Like, I've literally, like, you guys, I'm burning the candle from more ends of the stick than the stick has. They did go to the windows to look at Chelyabinsk. And so the meteorite itself actually didn't really hurt anybody, but the glass did hurt over 1,000 people. You're right. You're right, Rufo. Absolutely mind-blowing, isn't it? Yes. Yes. No, you're not at all. At all. No. No. No, I've got it set up, the video set up to kind of walk you guys through. Yeah. Yeah. No, I bought it, James. I bought it from a rock shop over in Kalispell, Montana. So, but with the James, I bought it because dino poop has been something that no matter how much research I try to do, I can't find really great resources to explain to me, like, how do you know that's a poo? How do you know? And this, when I bought this, it had this little window polished in it already. And, but I also really was fascinated with seeing the rough outside of it. Like, I've got a microscope sitting right here and I wanted to get a really close look at the poo. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear, Tara, that you're excited for more meteorite nerdy goodness. Good. Yeah. And then I wanted to get, look at it under the microscope as well. So I bought a whole stone with a polished window and I went ahead and cut it. And this little end, the other end, I'm polishing because I'm sending it out in the mail to a special someone for their special birthday. So, yeah, I did not find it, but how would I know if I ever found a turd if I can't get my mind around what is it and how do you know? So to get one in hand and to be able to like really dig into it, look at it, I thought that was a really good step forward. I learned a lot just from that one rock. It's been a great learning tool for me personally. So again, I've got irons in the fire and videos and topics and stuff that we could geek out and nerd out and talk all day. Send screenshots to YouTube and rage. Maybe all my subs now are gifted memberships. Maybe not quite. We have to give away like 884 memberships. But I'm pretty sure that the people who are here on the regular are at least gifted, if not voluntarily subbed up. So do the ones left have memberships turned on? Right, Ma? You might be onto something there. Yeah, so when I geek out on meteorites and stuff, I try to not geek out too much on the stuff that can kind of go over your head. Like, I'm not going to get into like, oh, by the way, this is NWA 869, which is an L3-6 S3W1. Nobody knows what S3W1 is, I mean, we could get into that. But yeah, I like to keep it just kind of into layman's terms and be like, it's beautiful. The metal blebs in it, the metal is amazing. It's got a great metal to chondrite ratio. It's beautiful. It's affordable. It's easy to get. And I'm going to show you guys how you can get your own piece of this. I am, by the way, going to show you how affordable and where you can get your own piece of this. So looking forward to doing that with you guys. But yeah, I'm not going to dive into the stuff that gets to be too much for everybody to understand. I want to keep it so that like, we're just like, Chelly, there's a lot to say about Chelly because it made an impact. All pun intended. And we could geek out on it. I've got a meteorite called Vaca Marta, which loosely translates to dead cow. believed to have hit a cow. Like I say, a handful of meteorites are believed to have hit people, and a handful of meteorites are believed to have hit animals. A handful have been believed to have hit vehicles and houses and things like that. It's super rare. So, yeah, we could just, like I say, I can pick a meteorite every week or couple of weeks or however, editing looks simple. When you get a, 3 or 6 minute video presented to you on YouTube and it takes you 3 or 6 minutes to digest the content and enjoy the video, trust me, it might have taken that person 36 hours to get that 6-minute video out to you. It's sometimes editing can just be a nightmare. And sometimes you've got something completely finished and ready to go in the can, and it just like, oh, upload failed, error in uploading. Things like that happen. So, yeah, I've got ideas just, and I'm so excited to share them with everybody, but I can only share it in little bite-sized pieces sometimes. So, okay, the 5th we don't see, but only Allison can check the numbers. What am I checking? And then very rarely one extincts the planet. Exactly, Opal Guy. Confirm within 48 hours on her end if it added 4 or 5 from her studio page. Ah, yes, I can. Be fun to get an item made by the trees that were blown over by the blast too. Ooh, Ryan. I'm going back up to see if I see 5. Oh, I only see 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do only see 4. I will go look and see. Now I see why you guys are like, maybe everybody's subbed up. Maybe nobody else has a notification. Now I'm up to speed. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'll look into that, Rick, because that is kind of weird. I'm going to write this down, too, really quick before it, like, disappears into the oblivion. Who it says, who it confirmed was here. So, Bead Pie. Scott. A. Yogi Wife. And Dina. Little Hale. Okay, yeah, I'd like to see if there's one more there too. And by the way, thank you, Rick. Many thanks to you guys. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I only see the 4 as well. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah. Maybe just a glitch. Right, Rick? That was like a crap 4 and it should have been a crap 5. What's going on? Cheers to that. Isn't that, what do they call that? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Newton's law or whatever. Yeah, it kind of rules the universe still to this day. Like, there should be a Newton's law figured into chemistry and mathematics of some sort, right? Like, oh yeah, did you account for the Newton's law? Cool. Rufo says, by the way, keep an eye out for a new members video tonight. His first full-length members-only video. Awesome. I'm excited. Again, I might have to check it out after my meteorite meeting. But yeah, I'm excited. I got all kinds of irons in the fire, all kinds of stuff coming your guys' way. The weather's getting nicer, so we're gonna get to get out and do more. Hopefully, a few less videos where I'm so freezing that I'm talking through my coat. You can, but I need subtitles so you guys can pull what I'm saying. Oh, did you mention it's frustrating? Yeah, Rick, yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I feel the daylight hours coming back, and I feel the weather getting warmer, and it just I might be part bear because it just kind of sends me into hibernation mode through the winter time. Something fierce. I'm like, all I want to do is sleep. Leave me alone, I'm sleepy. So it's nice to kind of be waking up. And I'm glad you guys were there with me through those dark winter months and now into the, let's do this. Let's do this. Rock counting season is right here. It's right around the corner, like right upon us. Murphy's Law, is that the one? Did I call it Newton's? Gravity, it's always at play too. Ask Julie. Murphy and Newton's law might be very similar if your name is Julie and you like to fall down the hill or take a stick to the eye and then find some gravity right after that, Murphy's, that's the one where everything that can't go wrong will go wrong. Newton did the apple, didn't he? Or did he do the kite and the keychain? Don't waste your time writing. I did though, Rick, because I want to see what happened there. We'll check it out later and see what happened. I might not waste my time following up if I find that the answer is legitimate and there really was 5, or, I might not mention it later, but I might look into it. All right, guys. Oh, don't forget to do the like button. It's free and it does help the algorithm and stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm glad you came over here to have coffee with me this Wednesday. I prefer Papa Murphy's. Anything that can be pizza will be pizza. Ben Franklin did the light thing. Okay, yes. Yeah, I don't know about that, Ryan. Maybe. Like I said, I might do a little digging into that. Don't tell Professor Patton Art, but I might look into that while they're talking about how to stack photos and do stacked photography and all of that stuff tonight. They can get kind of off on a little rant sometimes, and I'm like, well, I'm not stacking photography, so I guess I'll edit a video while they chat, or whatever. I might dig into that while they're nerding out on photography or something. By the way, the acoustics in the piano desk is wonderful. I can hear me in here. It's kind of nice. I kind of like it. Did you guys like doing the show over here today? I did. Yeah. We'll sing the song real quick and get out of here because, we've all got stuff to do. We've got rocks to eat and yeah, videos to edit and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, just kind of, I do have some ideas for a few fun things to be doing with the channel in the near future. Like I say, a monthly or maybe a bi-monthly little, mystery package, just a little accumulation of stuff we've been working on. House to clean, maybe not right now. Wild. I can hear your internal dialogue. I do the same stuff. Maybe some short, meteorite focused stuff coming your way soon too. That kind of stuff. So lots of stuff to kind of look forward to. It's always a work in progress over here, and I'm glad you guys are along for the journey and the adventures and the discoveries and the findings and the things. It's great. I love it. Let's grab a piece of the head cheese rock too. And sure, little slabbity slab I cut the other day. All right. Pretty rocks out on the prairie, pretty rocks are everywhere, pretty rocks for us to look at, pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one and they all are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. Thanks again, guys, for being here today. It's always a blast. Puts a smile on my face. I hope it does the same for you. And in a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind. Of a Rockhound. Peace out, hippies, and boop.